guys, and welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where fire sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devon, and in today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you guys about none other than Dillion Gabriel. But before we get into all that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. Let's get into it. Dillion Gabriel has entered the transfer portal and has landed himself in Oregon. Yes, he's an Oregon Duck. Welcome to Oregon. There's been a lot of great players, great quarterbacks that have come and gone out of Oregon. Bo Nix, who is making his way out, who was one of the Heisman finalists. Marcus Mariota, Justin Herbert, and the list goes on. But I want to talk to you guys about Dillion Gabriel's strengths. Number one, he's a dual threat quarterback. And the thing about dual threat quarterbacks is you don't know what you're going to get out of them because they can punish you with their running and they can punish you with their passing. It just can go either way. They're going to be a nightmare for the defense. Number two, he has that field vision, and as a quarterback, scanning the field and trying to and recognizing and looking where your receivers are and knowing what spot they're going to be in. So when you give them the ball, it's a done data deal. His footwork, he has good footwork. The thing about a quarterback is you have to have good footwork because if you take one wrong step as you're going in motion to throw the ball, you could put yourself in a situation where you're going to throw an interception, or if you're running the ball, you can take a misstep and slip and fall. Either way it goes, anything can happen. Last but not least, he's a pocket passer. And I know I said before he's a dual threat quarterback, but honestly, Dillion Gabriel, looking at the way he's been playing throughout his days in Oklahoma, he's been hurting the defense with his passing in the pocket. Because going back to the times where he played, the one game he played against Arkansas, he literally just had all the time in the world in the pocket. The offensive line was doing their job. He threw a deep pass down the field to his receiver, which resulted in a touchdown. A lot of his passing have resulted either in a touchdown or first and goal, or they're getting big yards. It's just they're just ending up on the 20-yard line. But when it comes to his passing, the deep passes that he throws downfield, if you watch, like for example, in Arkansas when they played against Oklahoma, played Arkansas, when he threw the ball down the field, he threw it just enough for his receiver to can catch it. Sometimes he overthrows his receiver just a little bit, and they still manage to catch the ball. It looks like the defender is about to catch the ball, but sadly, it's not there because the ball is literally going like this is the defender, and he's just like boom. You think the defender is going to have the ball, and he just doesn't get it. With Dillion Gabriel in mind this year, he's been having 3,000 plus yards, 30 touchdowns, and his QBR is 87.3. Now, looking at the players for Oregon, Bucky Irving, their running back, Franklin, their other receiver, Tez Johnson, the receiver, Terrence Ferguson, their tight end. Imagine Dillion Gabriel making plays with these guys on their squad, with these guys on this roster. Bucky Irving, okay, yeah, running back. What is a running back supposed to do? Run the ball. But what you got to pay attention to is you got a quarterback who can do both. But really, he just chooses to his first option is usually to pass the football. I'm going to throw the football to my receivers. Let my running back handle the running game. But if my running back is off, he's not having a good night. Okay, I'll take on the load by passing and running. Then just imagine Troy Franklin and Tez Johnson, these two on the field, this duo. Dillion Gabriel is just gonna have his way. They're gonna be getting yards after yards. They're probably gonna have at least 2,000 yards next season. And their tight end, Terrence Ferguson, just run a cross route throw the ball in midfield, have the middle of the field wide open. Terrence Ferguson gets a first down and goes on. Like Dillion Gabriel is known for this. He's creative. He's a team player. He's a playmaker. He's going to do really well with the guys that I've mentioned that are on this team for Oregon. And looking at Oregon where they rank, they're tied in second place with LSU for receiving touchdowns. They're fifth in receiving yards. They're tied for first in passing touchdowns with LSU, and they're second for passing yards. Now, next year, that ranking is going to change. They're going to be number one in passing yards. They're definitely going to be number one in receiving yards, one or two in receiving yards, number one in passing touchdowns, and probably number one in receiving touchdowns. Depending on the way Dillion Gabriel plays with his new team being on Oregon, and basically what can we expect from Dillion Gabriel? Basically, do what you've been doing in Oklahoma. Play play better and better. Elevate your game. Keep elevating. He just got to keep elevating his game and keep playing. He's gonna have to adapt to a new team. The play style is gonna be different. The playbook is gonna be different. He's gonna have to build that chemistry with the players I've mentioned it on the Oregon roster: Bucky Irving, Troy Franklin, Terrence Ferguson, so on. And there's going to be many other players. He's going to have to communicate with his offensive line because as a quarterback, you have to know the position of your players. You have to make sure that the receivers are in their position, the offensive linemen in their position, and the running back, make sure he's in his position. So he's going to have to carry a lot. And also, he has that leadership quality. He knows what he needs to do and to get his team involved and to win. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about Dillion Gabriel moving forward. What do you think? What do you expect from him in Oregon? Do you expect for them to win it all next year? Do you expect for him to really set the tone next year with what he's been doing in Oklahoma? Like how will he adapt to the play style? How will he adapt to the way Oregon plays? What I really want to know your guys what you guys think. Hit hit that in the put that in the comment section. But that is all for today's episode. Make sure you once again like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devon, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.